Hello everyone, this is ArnarJohn and I'm gonna be talking about the times when I jumped off a roller coaster as a kid. The first time was when I went on my very first roller coaster ride. And what happened was this, it was simple. Everyone was just like saying, Arnar, you should try a roller coaster ride. But as I looked up, and I heard people screaming, I thought it would be the most terrifying thing of all time. So I was like, no. And then every single one in my younger generation of my family started calling me a chicken. And I was like, I ain't no chicken. I'm going on that ride. And me and my dad sat next to each other. And it was this Lego ride where you were on a roller coaster that looked like a dragon, and what happened would be this, is that it was nice and easy at first, and then we took a way up, and then we went down, and I thought, are we done yet? And then my dad pointed, no, we still have the spiral circle thing left. I'm like, spiral what now? And then I noticed I'm thin enough and small enough to squeeze myself underneath the safety bar thing. It's like a safety belt, but it's on a roller coaster. And what happened was this, is that I decided to jump off, and while my young mind wanted to jump off, he did not notice, hey, this is a bit too far up for me to survive. I might die now. And then what happens is this. My dad grabs me in midair, pulled me in, and there is a photo of me and my dad holding onto me so that I won't fall off. And, well, that's it. That's the first story. My parents, everyone in my family were freaking out, telling me not to do this again. And I'm like, yeah, I won't do it again. It was fun though. It's like, it was not fun for us. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just laughing at them and said, who's the chicken now, eh? And, well, that's just me being a kid and clever. And I'm trying to cope what I said at the time. So, on to the next one is the second time. Now, the thing is, I was never tall enough to ride on the big rides. So when I turned 5 or 6, I think, I turned 6. I was tall enough for the ride, and Alan was telling me, Arnar, you've been trying all different rides involving going high up, going fast, and yet you won't try the roller coasters. I was like, have you seen the last time when I went on a roller coaster? I jumped off the roller coaster. And no one called me a chicken, but I decided I should give it a shot. It was the biggest roller coaster, the second biggest roller coaster in the park. The second biggest. And what later on happened was I decided to go with my dad again, and I thought, just like the dragon ride or any other ride, I would just go for one round. Turned out I was going to go more than just once, maybe 3 times, and I'm like, I can survive 3 times of this, because there was a lot of like going up, going down, going up, and that's just a regular, typical roller coaster ride. However, I decided to have a little bit of extreme timing this time. This time, I'm going to jump off a roller coaster and survive. And I timed it so my dad was not looking again, but the roller coaster this time was not high up like before. This time, it was getting to the stand where you would get onto the roller coaster. But the thing is, there was a lot of like bars and poles that might get in the way, so I just had to time it right. And I sneaked, and I tried to, again, squeeze myself underneath. I was not as small as I was, but I was still thin enough to squeeze myself through. So, as I was waiting for my dad to turn around, I jumped. And it was so fun. It was so exhilarating. The momentum, the fucking feeling of excitement going through my brain, like, holy shit, this is so much fun. But I could have died. Because if I timed it just about wrong timing, I could have instead the force of the roller coaster and my jumping and my weight smashing onto a pole, maybe crack my skull, maybe break some of my limbs. That could have happened. But it didn't. So there's that. And everyone was terrified of what was going to happen. Even my sister, my older sister, and my only sibling, she witnessed this. My mom witnessed it. My dad was like shouting at me, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you doing this?" And the thing is, I'm allowed to say I jumped off a roller coaster and I survived. And it's always a fun story to tell people because people always get shocked to hear, well, I jumped off of a roller coaster while it was on and active and going through high speed. And people always show over-the-top reactions. Some people say, Arn, I'm done with you. We can't be friends. You're too dangerous. And even some of my people that I've known for the longest time, when I tell them that thing just recently, they're like, "Oh my God, Arn, you did what? I never knew. Why did you tell me?" And how? And they never ask how was it. They just are shocked to hear that I jumped off a roller coaster. They wouldn't, because the thing is, I look overweight as fuck nowadays, and no one would ever expect this silent, nice guy doing something as extreme as jumping off a roller coaster, which comes even more surprising and shocking to most other people. And I want to tell the story just for the sake of entertaining and try something new. I try to tell maybe weird stories that happened to me as a kid, maybe some weird things that happened while I was just walking my dog and something random pops out of nowhere, like a guy taking a U-turn on the sidewalk. That happened. It was scary to see my dog maybe getting driven over by a car. But, like I said, some strange things happen to everyone. And for me, well, this is the least dark and serious thing. Well, it is serious that you jump off a roller coaster. That's serious, but I'm talking about the things that I've done otherwise. It's not as drastic or dark. I'm not trying to say I'm a dark, mysterious person. I'm just saying I've seen some dark shit in my past. And this may be the least intense thing that I've done in my life. But entertaining nonetheless. So, I hope you have fun. And I hope you all have a nice day. And don't jump off of a roller coaster, you fucking damn idiot. How do you think you can time it right? Do you think you can just jump off at the right moment? If you jump off of a roller coaster after listening to this story, hey, it's not on me. It's your decision. I gave you a warning on the title. You fucking don't do this at all. Warning, yeah. That's what I added on the title. In the description, don't do it, you dipshit. And with that saying, goodbye.